Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, July 29th. And you can see temperatures out there this morning quite warm and sticky out there in the upper 60s to low 70s, as the dew points are quite warm as well, as you can see, well into the 60s across the area. We got another pretty warm day today. A cold front's going to be coming through, and that'll touch out some showers and thunderstorms. They'll look to be on a scattered basis, but the odds of getting a shower look a little bit better on the morning model runs than they did last night. So I think quite a few areas will pick up at least some precipitation. The best bet would be under a quarter of an inch as it looks right now. But obviously, if you get under a thunderstorm, you could get some very heavy rainfalls, as we do have some very high water availability in the atmosphere. So again, if you get a thunderstorm, it could rain very, very hard in that area. But again, most places will not see significant rain, but certainly some areas could. If we look at the webcam view this morning from Middleton, you can see waking up to a nice start to the day. And if we take a look at the activity off to our west that we're talking about, you can see that across Wisconsin and Illinois, that activity all spreading this way out ahead of the cold front. And if you take a look at the MAC Lightning Detection Network, I actually had some lightning strokes here just a few minutes ago. Let's see if we can back out a little bit on that and see if there's any. Nope, looks like a lot of that was over southern Lake Michigan has dissipated. But again, we'll begin to see some more lightning strikes again as that activity moves into the area, especially for the afternoon, mainly to the east of US 131. If we take a look at the weather map, you can see our big low pressure system that we've been talking about for about 4 or 5 days that would move out of the plains and up towards Hudson Bay. And again, taking the best dynamics with it, we were left with the cold front crashing into some pretty warm, moist air. And again, that's what will give us our chance of thunder showers today. And you can see that on the weather map quite nicely. You can see where all the isobars are quite packed together. That's where we're getting a lot of wind across the upper Midwest and upper Great Lakes. Again, with that moving off to the northeast, we're left with the cold front to the back side of this system. And by tomorrow, you can see that cold front will be well off to the east. We'll have quite a bit drier air, not a lot colder air. I think over the next 5 to 7 days, we're still going to see temperatures pretty close to normal in the upper 70s to low 80s right on through the middle part of next week. And I think we're going to start to set up a more moist pattern to develop starting probably on Sunday as it looks right now into Monday or Tuesday. And then again, over the next week to 10 days, I think we're going to see a parade of systems move out of the northwest to the southeast across the Great Lakes. And the timing of each one of these systems is difficult that far out. But what they'll try to do is pick up Gulf moisture here as each one comes down. To what degree is still very unknown, but it does look like overall a slightly, at least, wetter than normal pattern over the next 2 weeks. As far as what the INSEP model shows here over the next 36 hours, you can see the heaviest precipitation forecast to be pretty much over western lower Michigan down into Illinois and Indiana, with eastern Michigan seeing the least amount of precipitation as it looks right now. And over the next 6 to 10 days, you can see we're going to begin to get that trough to establish itself over the center part of the country. But it's going to take a while, so really not a tremendously colder than normal pattern. Like I said, in fact, it looks like near normal temperatures over the next 7 to 10 days. But again, over the time, I think the time from around the 4th to the 10th of August, it looks to be about the coldest when we could see temperatures certainly below to maybe even much below normal, with temperatures falling back into the 70s and lows in the 50s, maybe even some 40s again. And we'll have slightly wetter than normal conditions over the next 6 to 10 days. But if we shift it to the 8 to 14 day period, you can see that trough well established now across much of the northern United States, with the hot air remaining over Texas in the southeast and the ridge developing and keeping the warm air well off to our west over into the Pacific area. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and hope for a few showers and thunderstorms. We could use it, and 73s to all.